Alright guys, what's going on? So, we got a cool figure review for you guys coming up. This is Super7's Raphael Action figure. Now, if you guys haven't seen, we actually reviewed a Super7 Ultimate figure before, which was the San Diego Comic-Con version of Baxter's Stockman. And really the differences between that figure and the regular Baxter Stockman figure is just the color scheme and also the fact that the San Diego one glows in the dark. But this time we're looking at the Raphael one. So, like I said, if you haven't checked out our Baxter Stockman review, be sure to check it out either right now or or after this video. We'll make sure we put a link somewhere in the description for you guys, or somewhere in the video. You know, one of those eye things. You know, I think it appears like over here. All right, but let's take a look at Raphael. This one I'm really excited for. If you guys don't know, Neca's doing their own figures, and they're making it so accurate based off the cartoon or the movies. Well, Super7, they're making it accurate based off of the actual action figures that you collected as a child, which is actually a really cool concept, which I really love. So over here we have the slipcover. We've seen it before with Baxter Stockman. Over here we got a turtle face grinning. We only assume it's a Raphael. In the back, the Ninja Turtle, logo. And for you guys concerned, this is the original logo, not that modern one that looks like the 2012 logo. And let's go ahead and take this off. Look at the figure itself. It looks really cool in the packaging. If you guys didn't check out our Baxter Stockman video, one thing I noted on the bottom here, it says that this is not a toy. This one also says it's not a toy. It's 14 plus. It's mainly just to make sure, to let people know that this is collectors. This is like for collectors, and the fact is, with the accessories, it could be dangerous in children under 3 years old, and that's why they have to label things like that. What really cool, looks just so much like the action figure, and over here I can see like Raphael has he has two sides in his belt, and he has two sides over here. And he also look at that, he has two different heads. All right, looks really cool in the packaging. Yes. Well, let's go ahead and open up the packaging and check it out. All right, and here is the figure. And so it's really cool, the figure itself. Has lots of articulation, which is great because the original action figures didn't have much articulation. Now, I will say the legs, to me, feels a little loose. I don't know if it's my figure or if it's the figures in general, but Raph's legs do feel a little loose. The detail on him is actually really good. Doesn't have those random muscle veins that the original action figures had. I remember those growing up as a kid. And like I said, he comes with, open him up, he had two sides already in the belt, and the belt does not come off like he did in the original action figure. Something else I want to note about the belt is the belt has these holes on the side. I'm not exactly sure what you're supposed to do with them, other than maybe if you really want to, even though it wasn't in the original action figure, you can put the size through there, how he did in the 2012 series. But if you guys are wondering, the back, he still has the place where you put what I believe the action figure, if I remember, they called it the turtle fist dagger, and you can definitely fit that right in there. And the other thing is that his head, I'm trying to show you, I'm gonna have to do a close-up on it, but if you see here on his head, he has this huge room. There's a big hole kind of area down here in the head, just to have him move it around. So speaking of heads, so as I mentioned before, he comes with two. He comes with this one, which is the original action figure head. This is what the original action figure looked like. And then he also comes with this one, which is more of a mean, menacing, kind of more like the comic book head. So let's see how easy it is to switch off the heads. Oh gosh, okay. Let's see here, let's see if we can snap it back on. A little. Okay, so just I'll show you what it. Look how long the neck is, by the way, and look how deep that hole is. Just to let you guys know. All right, there we go. All right, so it snaps in. Like I said, the length of the neck, and the deepness of the hole makes it a little hard to kind of push it in, but it does snap in there. But here we go. More of his menacing look, like his angry look. His anger rap. This is not the witty Raphael that we know from the TV show. It's the angry one. Alright. So not only does he come with multiple heads. Let's see if I can, hold on. Let's see if I can stand. Oh gosh, hold on. My knees. Right. Not only he comes with 2 heads, he also comes with multiple hands. So he comes with the pair of hands that, you know, he comes when you open the figure, and then he comes with an extra 3 pairs of hands, and each hand has a corresponding hand like that goes with it. So there's nothing actually like he doesn't have like a unique right hand or a unique left hand. So he has a matching like each set of hands. He has a matching of the same set. And nope. So these hands right here, they're more reminiscent of the action figures of like the original action figures. And then we got 2 of these more open hands, and I imagine it's meant for so we can have them hold like some of the wider things like the communicator. I'll get to the accessories a little later. And we have some more of like just it's still like open. It's open fist. It just depends on the width. I mean, some of the width is like a little wide. Some of them is just a little less. Over here, between these two, the space between the knuckles are just wider between this one and that one. And surprisingly, what he doesn't have a closed fist. All of them are open fists. So for some reason, they just chose not to give him a closed fist. And let's see how it is to replace the hands. I mean, it was like so simple for me to actually take off the hand. Hopefully it's just as simple. Yeah. So the hands, that's not a good hand to put there. It's wrong. Look, it's upside down. It's wrong. But the hands are really easy to take off and put. Oh gosh, hold on. Sorry. Ah, man. So the hands are really easy to take off and put on. That is actually surprising because usually the hands are like, you know, like there's such a struggle, and surprisingly the head was more of a struggle than the hands itself. Look at that. Alright, and the last thing I want to talk about is Raphael's accessory. So over here I have, which if you guys collected the action figure, this should look really familiar. This is the Ninja Rack. And like this is where you break off the weapons from the rack, and then you give it to the figures, and you know sometimes you're stuck with like some of like these extra plastic pieces. And this looks exactly like what the classic, even the placement of it is exactly the same of the action figures. And then just in the back here we have like the tabs. And so like I know the most famous thing I really did with these tabs was like, you know, I just put like the ninja stars, like I put the ninja stars like up there. And but yeah, so all the accessories in here are unpainted, and what they did was they gave us the same accessories except they actually painted them, which is already separated. They're right here. And so we got, you know, Raphael comes with his 2 size. He comes with the comma. And like I said, I believe the action figures, they call them like fist daggers. They're probably an official name for these ninja weapons. I just don't know. And then of course the 2 ninja stars. Okay. So with Raph, he also came with 2 other size. So I mean, counting the unpainted size, Raph has a total of 6 sai. I think plural of size is of sai? Maybe size? Yeah. But yeah, he has 6, and just the difference between these are dull, and these are like a little like more silver. So these are more gray, these are more silver, and looks like that these fit in here just the same. So I'm not sure why they chose to have the extra set, but you know, just in case you lose them. I mean, you know, you have a lot of size over here, and those are the weapons that the original action figure came with. This Super 7 Raphael came with 3 extra accessories that never came with that original action figure, and we have a pizza slice, we have a closed communicator, and we have an open communicator. And like I said, with the communicator, like, you know, with this open fist, or I should say open hand, it's not really a fist over here anymore, he can hold it a little better. So with this open hand, he can hold the communicator, and then, you know, with this closed one, he can easily hold it in like probably any of the hands. And you know, this one definitely looks a lot better for him to be talking to someone, and this one, it kind of looks like he's gonna eat a cookie. So yum yum yum, cookie. One thing that the Neca Raphael had with the pizza is the fact that like it had a hole in Neca's pizza. It had a hole in there, so you can put the side through the pizza, like in the theme song. So he's like, you know, doing that like from that famous part of the theme song. Super 7 did not actually put a hole in here, so you can't, unless you put a hole in yourself, you can't really put the side through the pizza like you can to recreate that thing. So here's something funny though. You know, like I said, originally I put, you know, this dagger in this Raphael, like in the back here, and like I said, Raphael's the only one with the extra like holder, like in the original action figures. Super 7 hasn't released the other 3, so we'll see how they look like over there. Oh, you know, if you really want, you know, you can have Raphael put the pizza back here, so you know, just in case if he gets hungry, you can be like, reach back there and look. Oh look, I got a pizza back there. Articulation is actually really good with this action figure. I think articulation is better here on this Raphael than it is with Baxter. Just with the hands and feet. Obviously, Baxter has more limbs for his articulation. The weight of the shell is actually really good. And over here you can see I'm actually having him stand on 1 foot, and that's kind of rare. So like the shell is actually not that heavy, and like especially compared to other companies that have done Ninja Turtles, they always have a challenge with the shell, and I think Super 7 did a really good job. This action figure is really great, to be honest. This, like, you know, it looks. What's great about this action figure? It looks like the original action figure, but it has that modern like play to it that you can definitely do. Just all kind of poses that you wish you could do when you're a child. Now you can with this one, which is actually really cool. Overall, this is an actual excellent action figure, and it's something like I really wish I had more as a child. I know earlier in the video I said he didn't have like the weird muscle veins. It's actually in there. It is actually in there. It's very subtle. It's not as bulging as it was in the original action figure, so I want to take that back. But Now, as for Raphael, how to hold the size, he can either hold it like, you know, as you should be holding the side, you know, or the way that Raphael actually most of the time holds the side in the actual show. And he has different hands to make sure you can do whichever posability you want to do with him. With that, something I always complained about the original Playmates action figures was they would come with all these accessories, but most of them they couldn't even hold just because of like the way they designed the hands. And like these modern figures have really solved that issue, especially with like creating the different hands. Overall, this is a great action figure. I do recommend if you ever see it. Now, I know Super 7 has sold out of these action figures. In fact, I believe they sold out of all the original Turtles, except for Donatello. Donatello, you should be able to get that still at Entertainment Earth or Big Bad Toy Store. But they did say that they plan to re-release, like, you know, especially Wave 1, because Wave 1 kind of came and went, and not many people knew about it, and now that's getting a little more popular. So if you do ever see this figure, you know, for retail price, I do recommend it. It's a little pricier than normal action figures, but I think it's 100% worth it. Let me know down in the comments below, what do you guys think of the new Super 7 figures? And you know, I'm curious, which toy company figures do you prefer? Do you like the Super 7 figures? Do you like the Neca figures? Do you like the original Playmates figures? I'm curious to like hear about all that. All right, till next time, guys. See ya. Does he come with multiple heads? Let's see if I can stand him first.